Hi students, welcome to first year commerce class. We are going on in the lesson business finance. In the previous class we have discussed about merits and demerits of equity shares. In this class we are going to discuss about merits and demerits of preference shares. Okay. What are preference shares? Already I have explained. Let me recap. Preference shares are those shares which carry preferential rights over equity shareholders in receiving of dividend and receiving of capital at the time of liquidation of company. At two occasions, these people are given the priority. Okay. On two occasions, preference shareholders are given priority over equity shareholders. On what cases or on what issues these people are given priority? Number one is receiving of dividend. Okay. These people have priority. In common language you can say importance. Priority or importance is given to these shareholders in receiving dividend and capital at the time of liquidation of company. In almost every class I am using the word liquidation. What is liquidation? Selling off all the assets. Very simple, you see. Try to understand here. Suppose if a company is formed, what you will do, man? You have to buy land. Okay. Whenever you establish some college, a hotel or a big company, if you form, means if you start your business, you have to buy land, buy machinery, construct building, buy furniture and computers, etc. Okay, buy material. So when these are all factors of production. Then you will appoint labor to work on machinery. You will buy material to produce the goods. Okay, so say in the year 2010 you have formed the company. In the year 2010 you have formed the company. Whether it is small or big, if you establish a big company, you will purchase vast area of land. Either you purchase or you take on lease. Then you will buy machinery. If yours is a large company, you will buy heavy machinery. Yours is a small company, you will take small machinery. Then you will construct a building according to your requirement. You have to buy furniture like benches, cupboards, or say chairs, anything. Some furniture is required for your office. Then we may require computers, which are essential nowadays, computers, etc. Then we buy raw material to produce goods. Clear? Now, liquidation means winding up. Liquidation means winding up. So winding up means closing down. Okay, closing company, closing your company or business. That's it. Means you are not able to earn profits, or you don't want to continue your business, whatever the reason may be. you want to close it. Okay. So that is closing your company is also called as liquidation, or it can be called as winding up of company. In our common language, we say business is closed, business is ended. But in terms of subject knowledge, in terms of commerce terms, we use the word liquidation. In accountancy purpose, we should say company is liquidated, not sold. That company is sold off, we are not supposed to say. For example, if some X company was there in Hyderabad, okay, so we are not supposed to say that X company was sold to some others, not like that. X company is liquidated, we have to say. So according to the situation, according to the case, the words will change. That is called subject terms. So you should be thorough in subject terminology. Then only you will get proper marks, and you will be respected whenever you speak to others, maybe to your superiors, or when you are in any organization. If you are working as an employee, you have to use proper terms. So irrelevant terms usually means they think that you are not perfect in the subject. So closing down your company means liquidation, or it is also called as winding up of company. So what we will do? Here when the company is formed, we were purchasing all these assets. Now here what we will do? You will sell off. So sale of all assets. Okay. Whatever the land you had, whatever the machinery you have, whatever the building you have got, whatever the furniture you have got, whatever the material you have got, you have to sell off. Because you don't want them now. If you are doing business, you require all these things. Now you want to shut down your business, so you don't require all these assets. So now normally in the open market, in seconds, whatever it may be, through whatever the platform may be, you will sell off all the assets. So when you sell off all these assets, you will get money or not? So you will get money. This money is paid to all investors. Because how did you buy these assets? Investors have given you the money. Investors gave money. So with this money, you have purchased all these assets. Now it is reverse case, reverse direction. Now we are selling all the assets. You will get money. That money is to be paid back to all the investors. So while paying this money, there is an order. Means to whom it is to be paid first. Okay. Whatever the money you have got, to whom you have to pay that capital. Remember, whenever you get money, in graduation you will learn, first money is to be paid to government taxes, all the government dues are to be cleared. Then you have to pay any dues of salaries or wages to workers, you have to pay. Then debenture holders are paid interest and their principal amount. Then amount is left, you have to pay to preference shareholders, then you have to pay to equity shareholders. So here try to understand, before equity shareholders, money is paid to preference shareholders. So in these investors, when they stand in line, preference shareholders will be first, then the equity shareholders. That is the preference they have got. When the company is liquidated, company is wound off, closed down. So while returning the capital, first the capital is paid to the preference shareholders, then if the money is left out, then it is paid to the equity shareholders. If money is not left, equity shareholders won't get anything. Clear no? Similarly, dividend also. When do we pay the dividend? When the company earns profits. So when the company is earning profits, while paying the dividend also, first it is paid to preference shareholders, then it is paid to equity shareholders. Say for example, this red marker is a preference shareholder. This blue marker is a equity shareholder. I am the company. I am paying dividend. So remember, this is preference shareholder. This is equity shareholder. So first I will pay money to this person. After this, then I will pay to this. Dividend as well as capital also when the company is closed off. Clear? So that is the meaning of preference or priority. So, importance or priority in receiving dividend and capital at the time of liquidation of company. Such shares are called as preference shares. So, if you are asked a 2 marks definition under preference shares, what you have to write? Preference shares are those shares which carry preferential rights over equity shareholders. Preferential rights means हक. ओके, आपका हक बनता किसमें? डिविडेंड पहले लेने में और कैपिटल पहले लेने में. किससे पहले लेते आप? इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर से पहले लेते. यू विल रिसीव डिविडेंड एंड यू विल रिसीव कैपिटल well before the equity shareholders. Such priority is given to you when you are a preference shareholder. So, preference shareholders are given priority in receiving the dividend and capital at the time of liquidation of company. Now, let us discuss about the merits. Suppose you have purchased certain number of preference shares in a giant stock company, maybe Reliance company, Tata company, or Infosys, or Wipro, or say Andhra Bank, wherever it may be. In particular company, you have purchased shares, preference shares, not equity shares, preference shares. So, what are the advantages you will have? What are the advantages company has? And what are the limitations you have to face? Look at the first advantage. Merits or advantages, both are same. Okay. PS stands for preference shares. I have written the shortcut. PS does not stand for police station. It is preference shares. Okay. So, preference shares provide reasonably steady income and safety of investment. Steady income means because on preference shares, rate of dividend is pre-declared. Okay. While issuing of preference shares only, the company and the board of directors will mention 5% preference shares, 10% preference shares. So, rate of dividend is fixed. When the company earns profit, you need not worry how much you are going to get. It is fixed that you are given a particular rate of dividend. Remember but that only it is given when the company is earning profits. In case of losses, you cannot demand dividend. For both preference shareholders and equity shareholders, dividend is paid only when the company is earning profits. Okay, but dividend is pre-declared, pre-decided. So, the investors, preference shareholders know in advance that what rate of dividend they are going to get. So, steady income means gradual, okay, particular level of income, there will be no fluctuations. Whether we may get higher rate of dividend or lower rate of dividend, we need not worry. We will get a gradual, say, a standard rate of dividend on our investment. Then, preference shares have low risk. Okay. Generally, when does the risk increases? When there is no safety for your investment, or when the rate of dividend is not known, and you stand in the last in the line for receiving the money, then there may be some risk, because when it comes to the last person, amount may be available or may not be available. But preference shares are in first. Okay, they are in the line. Okay, well advanced to equity shareholders. So, naturally preference shareholders will get amount. Sometimes equity shareholders may not get because they stand in the last. But preference shareholders are first in queue in receiving the dividend. So, naturally the risk is very low for the preference shareholders. Then preference shares are superior over equity shares, quite naturally. So, preference shares face value will be more and they are given certain preferential rights. So, quite naturally they are superior, means better than the equity shares. Then company have to pay fixed rate of dividend. Remember this point. So, while issuing itself we say 5% preference shares of rupees 100 each. Like this we mention. While issuing itself, the company will mention what rate of dividend it is going to declare. Now, what happens? When the company gives fixed rate of dividend to the preference shareholders, remaining profits can be declared as dividend to equity shareholders. Because preference shareholders cannot demand excess dividend, even though the company has got surplus profits, that will allow a joint stock company, that is public company, to give high rate of dividend to the equity shareholders, so that will help the company to increase its reputation and demand for their equity shares in the market. So because the equity shareholders are the real owners of the company, if they are paid higher rate of return, naturally they are very much satisfied, and in the future, whenever you require capital, they may provide. So by paying more dividend to equity shareholders, a company's reputation will increase in the market. Like a junior college will get good reputation when the students get very good ranks, very good marks. Okay, so naturally that gives the college a wide publicity that in so and so college the college education is of high quality. It provides very good education. Like that, the college enjoys a good amount of reputation in the market. Similarly, for a joint stock company, particularly for the public company, apart from its quality of products, if you pay high rate of dividend to equity shareholders, it helps you to increase your reputation. Next, preference shares does not create any charge against the assets of the company. The other day also I told you, while taking preference share capital from the preference shareholders, the joint stock company need not give any guarantee of assets. No need of mortgage. Okay, if you have the confidence on company, you invest your money. Otherwise, you don't. But company is not going to give you any guarantee that if we don't pay the amount, we can sell off our machinery. You have got right on our land. Like that, security of assets is not given. So company need not give any charge over assets. Next, limitations means disadvantages. First one is preference shares are not suitable for those investors who are willing to take risk. Normally, all investors are not same. Some investors do like to take risk and do like to earn more interest. As you remember, throughout your career that in the field of business, in the field of investment, any area, the returns depends upon the risk taken by you. Okay, if you take more risk, okay, you will get more returns. So some investors are willing to take more risk and they want to earn more dividend, but unfortunately preference shares do not provide that opportunity. Here the risk is less and the preference shares do not give you much scope to earn higher rate of dividend because rate of dividend is fixed over there. Then another disadvantage is the rate of dividend on preference shares is higher than the rate of interest on debentures. Okay, that means while taking the capital from the people, we may get debenture capital at lower rate of interest. But if you issue preference shares, you have to pay higher dividend. So that means that is a loss to the company. Like many times I told you, if you have got multiple options, you will verify where your rate of return, rate of interest is low, there only you will be taking the loan. For example, you are constructing a house, State Bank is ready and Union Bank of India is ready. State Bank of India is giving you loan at lower rate of interest, and whereas Union Bank of India is giving loan at higher rate of interest. Which one you will prefer? Naturally, you will go for State Bank of India because that is allowing you to take loan at lower rate of interest, so you can save your money. But unfortunately here, preference shares are to be paid more rate of dividend than the debentures interest. So that is a drawback to the company. For preference shareholder, it may be advantage because they are getting high rate of dividend instead of debentures. But for the company, when they have got debentures and preference shares, for preference shareholders, they have to pay high rate of dividend when compared to the debentures interest. Next, dividend is paid only during the profits, so there is no assured return for the investors. Remember, just a few minutes back I told you, dividend is not guarantee on shares. Always you cannot assured of that every year you are paid the dividend. Dividend is paid to the shareholders, either equity shareholders or preference shareholders, only when the company is in profits. Okay, so for the investors who seek, who wish, who desire to get every year income, there is no guarantee of that. Clear? So these are the limitations of preference shares.